Hi there guys, my name is David, you're watching VivaLaAutomotive, and today's video is going to be all about the tailor-made Ferrari 488 Pista and the cost of Ferrari tailor-made options. We started the day with the 488 Pista in Mayfair at the Gagosian, but soon moved to Clapham Mews in Knightsbridge. Alright guys, so we are in some random news in Knightsbridge with the Ferrari 488 Pista right behind me. Just look at it, doesn't it look just absolutely wonderful? Okay guys, so here it is, the tailor-made Ferrari 488 Pista, but now let's go over some of the insane options on this car, because trust me, this car is one of the best spec Pista that I've ever seen, and probably one of the best spec Pista ever. It is finished in this gray color called Grigio Nardo with the Giallo Modena stripe and the blue Electrico sort of mixed over in there. And then it has got these sort of darker gray wheels which match with this very unique and special option in the back, which is this spoiler. I mean, most of the Pistas have the spoiler just body painted, but as you can see, this spoiler over here is a bit different to the rest of the car. Then we have got this sort of pinstriping all around the car, just kind of tying the whole spec together. So sort of here on the side, this yellow pinstripe over there, matching with the brake calipers, matching with the pinstripe in the back, with the main stripe over here. Then here on the engine, of course, this car over here, it has got all the carbon fiber options sticked. So everything is carbon fiber, the back diffuser, sides, front, the whole engine bay over here, even in the interior, but we'll have a look at the interior later. But now let's get back to the title of the video, which is how much do these options actually cost? If you wanted to spec a Pista similar to this spec, then prepare quite a bit of money, because the paint on this car, the Grigio Nardo, is £19,861. The central stripe on this car is £13,241. I think that the normal stripe on the Pista is like £9,000. So this stripe over here is even a bit more special. And the reason why this stripe is a bit more special than the usual stripe on the Pista is because the central part of this stripe over here is a bit thinner than on the rest of the Pistas, and it is actually the exact same width as the Ferrari logo over here. So it just sort of continues along the hood, on the roof, and then around the car. The rear spoiler, which is of course a bit darker, I'm not really sure what the name of the color is, kind of forgot that already, but it was £3,565. The matching wheels in the same color, just with the matte finish, were £2,433. Then the pinstripe here on the engine bay, which is normally finished in red, so just to change it from red to yellow and match the rest of the spec, was £1,837, just for these two little stripes over there. Then the dream lines around the whole car that I was talking about earlier, you know, these sort of yellow lines, the pinstripes everywhere, those were £5,034. It's quite a bargain, if you ask me. But now let's go and have a look at the interior, because the interior is just an absolutely different thing as well. Let's open up the doors here. And I mean, just look at this place over here. It just looks so nice, so racy yet luxurious. Once again, the theme from the outside sort of goes into the inside as well. So we have got the Grigio Nardo sort of here on the top of the dash. Then we have got the blue Electrico Alcantara on the seats, down here as well. And then of course the Giallo Modena sort of just stripes going around. One interesting option that this car has are the Ferrari shields on the headrest. I haven't really seen that on any other Pista. And yeah, they're quite special. What else? We have got these sort of retro Ferrari seats with this interesting stitching over here, just so nice in Alcantara. I mean, have you seen nicer seats than those? Then we have got this 4-point harness, which just, I mean, if you're buying a track-focused car, you must have a 4-point harness to sort of finish off the look. All of the carbon fiber on the interior is matte, whereas all of the carbon fiber on the exterior is gloss. So that's a bit of a contrast over there. But I mean, just have a look at the car. There's a bit of sun here in London today. Here are the Tailor-Made blacks on the side sills so that you're reminded that you don't drive just a usual Ferrari 488 Pista, but a very, very, very special one. In the interior, the prices are sort of bundled up into a few different bits, but everything that is on the seats, so that means like the blue Alcantara, these Ferrari shields, the 4-point harnesses, all of that costs £14,157 just for the seats, which is basically the price of a cheap car. Then we have got the carpeting here. I mean, you probably wouldn't have noticed it, I for sure didn't, but this sort of material, which is also gray here, is not just some normal mesh or whatever, it's just some special Ferrari material. And this sort of whole bottom bit here, finished in this material, was like £4,000. It's very unique, again, haven't seen it on any other Pista. One more option that I didn't talk about is this sort of black in between the seats. Let me sort of climb inside so that I can show it to you. There's this Ferrari Tailor-Made black, which is signed by the head of Ferrari Designed, Flavio Manzoni. So that's another option that I forgot about earlier. But we have opened the car up, so here you can kind of see just more of the engine bay here in the sun, and you can see the carbon fiber, the pinstripes and everything. And now let's go over to the front, where in Ferraris there's this plaque sort of showing all the different options. And I mean, if you just have a look at it, this is just absolutely insane. I mean, the text is so small because there's so many different options that I can't even really read it. So when all of the tailor-made options on this car behind me are added up, they add up to like £72,000. When these options are added up with the normal standard Ferrari options, that's like £112,000 just options on this 488 Pista. So the total price of the car, the base price of the Ferrari 488 Pista is £250,000. The price of this car over here behind me is £360,000. So that's how much you have to pay if you want to have a Ferrari 488 Pista as beautiful and as tailor-made as the one that is right behind me. I think that now I'll take a few videos, few photos, some gimbal shots of this car on this location, because just look at it, the houses around are absolutely beautiful. Then we'll move to a different location and we'll probably rev the car up, we'll probably hear the startup of this car, the beautiful V8 roar. So keep on watching, but now let's have some cinematic B-roll. Now we are on our way to the next photo shoot location, but sitting inside of the 488 Pista, it's just such a special place to be, with these sort of 4-point harnesses finished in this blue Alcantara, the Ferrari logos, and I mean the whole interior is just dual colors. So there's the blue Electrico, then there's the Nardo gray. Just such a nice interior, such a nice day as well. Now, you know, able to see now, yeah, but the sky's completely blue, something that you don't really see that often here in London. We tried to take some pictures in front of the Buckingham Palace, but got kicked out pretty much immediately, so this is the only shot that I was able to take. Here's some exclusive behind the scenes of shooting the cinematic B-roll. I'm glad that I didn't fall over onto the hood, because that would have been quite expensive. Okay guys, so we are now at the next and final location of today's shoot here in the city. But since I've talked previously about starting the car up, hearing how the car sounds, revving it up, and since you've waited here up until now, I think that we should probably start the car up and rev it a bit. What do you think? What do you think, mate?
Yeah, that's sexy.
Not bad, isn't it? Okay guys, so that is everything for today's video. We have been to several locations all across London. I have taken, I think, like 1,000 pictures 1,000 videos. We've talked about the different prices of the different tailor-made options on the Ferrari 488 Pista. And yeah, so I hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more automotive content every week. In the comments below, let me know which one of the prices of the tailor-made options surprised you the most. For me, it probably would be the stripes on the engine bay, which cost like £1,200. That's quite expensive if you ask me. But anyway, the spec was gorgeous, and this is everything for today's video. Hopefully, see you next time.